I don't think I'm going to need all the time. So, well, this is a new subbing gig for me. I've never done this before. So, Jeff came down with something on Thursday, and he was feeling better yesterday. He ran a fever pretty much all day Friday, was home, and then yesterday he was doing better and went to bed early, woke up, and was like, I think I'm running a fever again, and sure enough he was. So he's not here because he didn't want to bring that in. And so he's definitely going to need some prayers to go better. He's obviously not coming back tonight, and I hope to be back tonight, but we do have a plan B if need be. So, yeah, just pray for me right now as I go through this new subbing gig. I think God really, when He guided me to get a master's in teaching, I never expected to be up here today. So, but master's in teaching, I guess, is teaching anything, really. So, today
this partnership thing's really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. So today I'm going to be speaking about, Mary and Joseph. That's what Jeff has planned. I'm not speaking using his exact words or slides or message. In fact, I'm going to use the book that Brittany and Michelle and Liz and Christy and I have been going through by Max Lucado, Because of Bethlehem, Love is Born, and Hope is Here. So today we're going to be talking how it's just never too late. It's never too late, and we're going to discuss what that actually means. So we've got a lot to talk about, and I don't know if it'll take 30 minutes, but we'll see. So, a gift. Today we're talking about a gift, and in fact, the perfect gift. I know a lot of us, and I'll speak about myself here in a minute, but I can think of many other people who have gone to the store to try to find the perfect gift for whoever that person might be. And you may go to, as Max Lucado shared in his book, you may go to a jewelry store, try to find that perfect gift. He was trying to buy a perfect gift for his wife, and while he was there, he was totally sidetracked, thinking about something completely different. And his wife was looking at this piece of jewelry and, awing over it. And the gal, the sales clerk that was helping, was trying to talk it up and, express that it was a perfect gift for his wife. While he was in La La Land thinking about something else, not paying attention how this could be the perfect gift for her that Christmas. And so with a gentle nudge from the sales clerk and his wife, he realized, maybe this is, when he came to and realized what was actually being talked about, that maybe this was the perfect gift for her. And when we are looking for that perfect gift for whoever it might be on our Christmas list, do we need a nudge? Sometimes, yes. But I took this and given, I had absolutely no idea I was going to be doing this morning. So at 11 o'clock, I was laying there praying and going, okay, it's too late to call somebody at the church. And Jeff is way too sick. We cannot bring him to church. So what do I do? And I prayed. Jack woke up because I think he sensed my stress and woke up, and he spent most of the night up with me. So, but I prayed and I said, God, I don't even have the slightest clue what to do about this today. What do you want me to do? What does Jeff need to do? Who do I need to call? How am I supposed to make sense of this? And I went in and I fed Jack, and I was praying, and I had a gentle nudge from God that said, just open up your book from the Bible study and look for that thing. And I was like, okay, what's the thing? And I was going through the book, and I flipped chapter 5, and I thought, I think this is the thing that God is wanting me to talk about. This is the perfect gift. Now, I'm not bringing you the perfect gift today, but I'm bringing you the words that God has laid on my heart. And I have spent so much time, way too much time, shopping for material things for people and trying to find the perfect gift for my mom, my dad, Jeff. And I realized something as I was sitting there praying in Jack's room and freaking out a little bit, that I have spent time doing these things. Have you spent time searching for that perfect gift? Have you spent way too much money or not enough at all on that perfect gift? Do you stress and let the stress of the holiday season get the absolute best of you? Do you forget and lose sight of the true meaning of Christmas? Do we stop and question our motives as we're hunting for that perfect gift? Well, those thoughts all came to my mind as I was sitting and praying and writing in this book, which I didn't have intentions of doing, and taking down notes, chicken scratch all over the place. And I thought, okay, yeah, this is something here. This is something I need to bring to church. So, oddly, I had a conversation with my mom several hours before because I had realized I had bought the wrong thing for my brother, the wrong size of, he's not here, socks for my brother that I wanted to give him for Christmas, and they're way too small, so I have to take that back. But I thought it was going to be the perfect gift because he loves Star Wars, so I thought, okay, this is good, and this is. Then I realized that it's way too small, and it's not going to work. And in the conversation with my mom, I realized that I have, every year, for as long as I can remember, stressed to the point of being sick, trying to find the perfect gift to give anybody on my list. And then my mom asked me something, and she said, "Do you even remember what you got for Christmas last year?" And I was like, cookie sheet? I think. But the point is that we do this. We spend so much time dwelling on the perfect gift, trying to work those extra hours to save enough money to buy the perfect gift for whoever it is on our list, and we stress. I have spent those hours searching. I have spent a lot of money and not a lot of money trying to buy that perfect gift. I have stressed and let the mainstream culture get the best of me, time and time again, year after year. I have lost sight of the true meaning of Christmas. Am I questioning my motives? Well, yesterday I surely was questioning my motives, but I had no idea why I was questioning those motives. Little did I know that I would be up here right now saying this to you. That's the exact reason I think God put me here today. Everything happens for a reason, and He wanted me to share with you our perfect gift that we have right in front of us. It's His Son. We're going to talk about Luke 2, 6 and 7. And it's a story of Mary and Joseph. We've read it, heard it. But again, Luke 2, 6 and 7. While they were in Bethlehem, the time came for Mary to have the baby. She gave birth to her first son. Because there was no room left in the inn, she wrapped the baby with pieces of cloth and laid him to feed in the manger. So we know that the census was happening in Bethlehem. Everything was full and busy, and there was no place for Mary and Joseph. Something that Max Lucado pointed out to us in chapter 5 of this book is something that made me think. So maybe there was more to that than the inn it was full. Maybe Mary and Joseph came, like Max noted here. They came too late. And when the innkeeper came to the door and answered and said, "You're just an hour too late," or what have you. Maybe that's what was happening. And Joseph and Mary had no other option because the innkeeper was thinking, if I let this lady, who's third trimester, into the inn, who's likely to have a baby tonight, she's going to wake up all the people who are sleeping everywhere in my inn, and this isn't going to work. And so maybe Mary and Joseph were given no option because the innkeeper didn't even answer the door. What if the innkeeper missed the opportunity, as Max Lucado pointed out? this is something that he noted and that I read over multiple times last night. Many people still do. They miss the chance to open the door. They let the birth of Jesus pass them by. The miracle of Bethlehem still happens. God enters the hamlets of our lives and speaks to us. He speaks through scriptures, sunsets, the kindness of a friend, or the warning of a medical report. He sings to us through Christmas carols. He calls to us through Christmas sermons. He reaches out through the Christmas story. Here I am, Jesus invites. I stand at the door and knock. If you hear my voice and open the door, I will come in and eat with you, and you will eat with me. That's Revelation 3:20. So Mary and Joseph made it to Bethlehem, didn't have a place. And maybe the innkeeper missed that opportunity. Well, I know that all of our lives are busy right now. And God knows that our lives are busy right now. But how many of us have wondered these things or are thinking about these things? Because heaven knows Jesus comes not with a list of things for you to do, but with a list of things that he has already done and will do. Your death, defeated. Your sins, forgiven. Your fears, he will give you courage. Your questions, he will guide you. Jesus lifts burdens, and he doesn't add to them. So in this time of busyness and trying to find the perfect gift, we have to not lose sight of those things. Jesus lifts our burdens. He doesn't add to them. While I was trying to do this Bible study with the ladies who I mentioned, I, like many other people I'm sure, felt that trying to do a Bible study right now in this hustle and bustle and the busyness was just too much. But when I read that line again, Jesus lifts our burdens, he doesn't add to them, I felt a sense of frustration with myself for feeling this December that I had let everything else replace the perfect gift. It frustrated me when I thought about this, especially when I reflected on it this morning, because it's so easy. It's all around us every day in the store. I mean, Christmas stuff is put up in October in the store, right? At Fred Meyer. I mean, Jeff and Jack walked into Fred Meyer at the end of October, literally, I think the day after Halloween, and he said, I'm pretty sure they're playing Christmas music in here already. But we just let it happen. Everything gets the best of us, it seems, at this time of year. But I don't feel that if we don't take a second to step back and to realize and remember why we're here, what we're thankful for, and the true gift, the perfect gift, then we're not embracing this right now. And we have to take a step back. We have to stop. We have to listen. I mentioned earlier that I have been guilty of all these things, of letting all these things get the best of me, spending too much money, too much time, too much stress. But something as I was preparing this and thinking about it, something else came to mind, and I think probably most of us have a story that we could tell of our time when we lost sight of Jesus and we walked away or just were too busy and forgot about the perfect gift. And for me, that was in 2012. And as most of you know, that was a really challenging time for our whole family. And through all that, I was on a mission to find my place. I was very lost. And I remember my mom saying that she was really worried about me. And I kept telling her, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm good. I was not. I was absolutely 110% not okay. I was 110% not fine. I was lost. I was so far away from everything that I ever knew that was right. I had completely walked away from the perfect gift that had ever been given to me. I went, with Brittany's help, to a couple of different churches, and I was trying to find my way and trying to get my life back together because I was a disaster. And I ended up going to Canby Christian, and Brittany and I were sitting there at church, and some of you may know this story if you went to our wedding. But I was sitting there, Brittany was sitting to my left, and Jeff got up, and he was sitting in the very front of the church that day, and he got up and he walked to the bathroom. And I was like, Brittany, who's that? He's cute. And Brittany was like, oh, that's Jeff Barrett. And then Brittany and I went home that day, and we were painting the house, Brittany and Bryce's house. And we were talking, and I said, should I find him on Facebook? Should I ask to be his friend? Should I message him? And I don't remember exactly what she said. She's like, yeah, go for it, or something along those lines. So I did, and I sent him a message, and he was like, hi, do I know you? And then we started talking through Facebook Messenger, and later that week ended up going to get coffee. But in that mess of my life of 2012, 7 years ago, I may have lost one of my best friends, but God gave me Jeff, and most importantly, Jeff reminded me, he discipled me through all of that to realize that perfect gift that had been right there, that I had walked away from. So today, I'm going to leave you with a couple of things as I try not to, I'm trying to see. It's never too late to come to Christ for help. Your stack of sin is never too high. Your list of failures is never too long. The knock at the door of your heart, that's Jesus. It's one thing to miss a message from your spouse. But to miss a message from God, that's a mistake that you do not want to make. All you have to do is open the door. That's the last 3 paragraphs of chapter 5 in Max Lucado's book, Because of Bethlehem. I never thought, as I read that the first time, that I would be up here saying this to you today. Not once did that cross my mind. So as you think about those words, I want you to think, as Jeff likes to do, leaving you with a challenge for the week. Is Jesus knocking at that door? Are you going to be willing to open it? Don't let this beautiful time of year pass you by. If you've bought or haven't bought the perfect gift for someone on your list, just remember that the perfect gift has already been given. The day that Mary and Joseph welcomed their baby boy was the day that we were truly given the most perfect gift of all. Jesus came and he died for us. He is the perfect gift. I hope that you can take that and give that to someone this week, this season, this December. Forget about all the stress of spending money or not spending money on the perfect gift. Someone needs to hear this today or this week. Someone needs to open the door and let Jesus in. He is the perfect gift. We're going to listen to a song This is a song that I remember my mom always singing here at church. So we're gonna listen to this song, and I want you to think as you're listening and watching the video. I want you to close your eyes, listen, breathe it in, and leave today with the thought that Jesus is the perfect gift. Did Mary know this all along? Did Mary have any idea of what her son was going to do for people like me? Let's listen.